Okay, so we got this level 81 gun here. I just got lent. Um, I just tested it on Hydra, and it's not as overpowered as Hyperios, honestly. Here, I'll go ahead and show you guys. I wish I took out my movement speed set for my warrior, but I decided not to do that because I just wanted to test this gun out. But with the bond vest, it's pretty powerful, but by itself, it does no damage. So it's procced right now. It's literally procced. It's doing 60,000 dot. It gives me 300% damage. That's literally its proc damage on Hydra. Also, it has an insanely long cooldown. Like, dude, that's a very, very long cooldown time. So you can see a 30-second cooldown. That is just extremely long. So I'm gonna go to Elite Zodias and test it on a group of mobs because it is meant for like groups of mobs is what it sounds like. If I had a movement speed set, that'd be so much helpful. I wish I brought one. But I'm gonna try grouping up some mobs. And I procced on mobs, but now I can't proc on the boss. Yeah, this thing is, it needs changed. Yeah, the cooldown is just too long, like, it's like, what's it called, smuggler gun with a proc, but its cooldown is too long, and it barely does damage to bosses. For enemies, it's good. Let me actually compare it to a smuggler rifle so you guys can see what it can do. Okay, that one has intelligence, that one has intelligence. Okay, this one doesn't have any type of intelligence awake. So smuggler literally gives better stats as well for damage. Okay. Test it on these mobs over here. So with the bond vest and the proc, 150,000 ticks on damage. DOT, 150,000 dot, 170,000 dot. That's not good. It does need buffed. So it does need buffed quite a bit. Cooldown needs reduced. Yeah, it should have been a boss weapon for a gun. I'm gonna go ahead and gift his gun back to him real quick. Okay, so my idea on buffing the gun is going to be make it work like a smuggler's rifle, completely remove the cooldown, completely remove its proc on buffing the character, just make it work like a smuggler rifle, keep its dot damage because it seemed to do a lot, like make it do around 70,000 dot on proc, but have no cooldown on it so it's easier to clear mobs with. Make it to where its base damage is better than a smuggler rifle's base damage, 1 DPS and intelligence, the amount it gives you through your stats, because I was even using a mythic set and smuggler rifle gives more DPS than the arcane gun. So that's my suggestion. Make it work like a smuggler rifle that inflicts lightning damage over time effect onto enemies that does around 60-70,000 damage over time for around 3 seconds or so. That would be very powerful against mobs. Make it to where it hits around 8 mobs in 1 charge attack. I mean, this proc on a gun is very bad. Has extremely long cooldown. Its buff is only 7 seconds. Its buff is not as good as Aquarius. Like literally Aquarius gives you 700% damage. This gun only gives 300.